joining me today. Today we are going to be reviewing the Leuchtturm 1917. Now, this isn't a new book. I actually use this one for the odd occasional note-taking. So it's in a bit of rough shape, but that's okay. My first ever bullet journal was a Leuchtturm, so I am a bit more familiar with these, but obviously it's the brand that's most associated with bullet journaling and the Ryder Carroll method, so I have to review it. Now, I actually do love the Leuchtturm. Like I said, it was my first bullet journal ever, so I do have an emotional attachment to them, even though I don't use them anymore. But I love them because they come in a variety of colors, sizes, and then they have line, dot grid, and sketchbooks as well. They're fairly easy to find and they're pretty affordable, which is great. These books include a content page. They have a pocket in the back. They have the elastic closure, and these are stickers for archiving your notebook, which is really great too. They have the bookmarks for you as well, and then a place to write your name and nameplate. The pages are 80 GSM and they're 251 pages. The color is ivory off-white green color, and the pages are perforated so that you can easily tear them out. The size is 8¼ inches by 5 7/8, or A5 size. And then the dot grids are the standard 5mm or 0.375 inches. Now, I thought the margins in this particular book were a little strange. Now, my old book is about 5 years old, so I'm not sure if they redid the design or not, but they left a huge margin at the bottom of the page, and I think that's to compensate for the page number, but it just looks a little funky being so close to the top. And then they go straight to the edges, and they're pretty even throughout the book, which is great. They say they have a lay flat design because it's bookbinding as opposed to glue. But I always find the last page is glued on. Or there's glue in the last pages like that. I mean, not that that matters. They all do that, but I just brought it up now, and not that it matters, but I did. We're going to do a pen test in this guy quickly. The grid across is 27 boxes and 38 boxes down. So again, a little bit wider than some of the other books we've looked at. So we're going to now go ahead with the pen test. So now that the pen test, the paints, and the stamping is done, we're going to take a look and see how it did. Everything ghosted, and then nothing really bled through except for the pigment ink and the dye ink, but everything heavily ghosted. The watercolor didn't do too bad except for the oversaturation. The fountain pen started bleeding through actually, and something I haven't seen is how the fountain pen feathered. Like immediately after writing, it just feathered, and then everything smudged. So that's something to take into consideration. I just wanted to check again the mild liner. There's a tiny little bit of bleed through if I hadn't smudged it right away, there definitely would have been bleed through. So that is the Leuchtturm for you, given that we just did the Moleskine a couple weeks ago. It's not surprising that the 80 GSM reacted this way, but I thought I'd just throw it in there and see. When I was in a Leuchtturm, I ended up just gluing the pages together, which is fine, but you're losing pages. So if you want to be creative in your journal, I mean, you can have a look at this and decide if it's for you. If you're just using this for note-taking and basic bullet journaling, it's fun. It's a well-known brand. I hope you enjoyed today's review. I will be doing another journal next week. I'm going to keep going until I run out of my pile. The journal I haven't gotten hold of actually is the Limone, so hopefully I'll be able to add that to my collection to review. But otherwise, this was the Leuchtturm. So thank you very much for watching today.